Welcome to the Cash Up Show. I'm Karina from Urban Philanthropy, better known as Up by KP, and this is...
I'm Cash Hill from the Hill Tax Group. How you guys doing?
We want to start a show where we can educate people on different business opportunities, entrepreneurs, taxes, community. My passion is investing in the community and making a difference in the areas where you live and work.
And my passion is about recirculating funds in the community so everybody can benefit. I've been in banking for about 20 plus years, and I just see that there's a need, and we have a needs-based business that's here that's ready to serve the community, and we just fit right together.
Yeah, so Cash and I met after we invested into an income tax business. And you would think that we could not office together because we have the same business and our clients are a lot similar. We would be pulling from the same pool. But once we got to know one another, we realized that we could do more together than we could separate. So we decided to office together. It's going to be our first year officing together, but we don't feel threatened by each other. We work together where one person has a weakness, another person is strong. So in this particular segment, we kind of want to talk about when you need to consider partnering with someone. If you rely solely on yourself, you're limited on what you could do. You have some thoughts about that?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just major economies of scale for us. I'm more of a person that's in the background. We were just talking about this. So this is my first video ever shooting, ever. And Karina hasn't shot that many, but she got me to do this. And you know, it's I see the vision in it, and it's gonna be a good thing.
So what are your thoughts on, I think when we first met and you were talking about officing with someone else, I was like, why are you in office with someone else? Y'all are doing the same thing. And so let's kind of talk about that dynamic and why this situation works.
Yeah, I was thinking about officing with another person, but it was kind of out of the area. I wanted to office actually where I live, and that was the big thing for me. You know, it's one thing to say that you're helping the community, and it's one thing of actually doing it, and in the community you live in. So this is the community I see every day. I drive past this place going to and from places and going to and from work. And it just meant a lot for me to be able to say, hey, I know that person that I see driving, or I see that person at the grocery store, and I've worked with that person before, just to say hello and to see the families and kids that grew up here. You know, we did the thing the other day here, and it was people they had a bike giveaway, and we were able to come in and meet people, just, you know, introducing ourselves to people. And it's more, to me, it's more real, because this type of business, everyone has to do it. You're not just here to have a tax business and then you leave. Right. We're going. We're here. We live here. We work. We eat here, and we do business here. And we're willing to recirculate the money that's made here within this community, so everybody can benefit within this community. And that's the big key about recirculating any money. And everybody's heard about that all throughout YouTube and other pages.
So what made you decide or think that we could possibly office together?
Well, it was our personalities, you know. They complement each other. And I like working more with women than anything. And it's not anything good or bad about it. It's just I get along very well with women. I have my whole life. You were very focused and upfront, and it was like, you're the type of person like, here I am, this is it. And that's the type of people I like to do. People that are fair and upfront and truthful. And it was, you know, I got a good vibe from you when I first met you. What about you now?
So for me, I had intended on opening an office by myself. I wasn't going to office with another tax preparer, but I listened to what you had to say, and I felt like because you had been in the banking industry for several years, that it would benefit my business and benefit me by having someone that I could possibly pick their brains or have questions. And so I felt like from a business perspective that I'd be foolish not to explore the idea, because I think a lot of times if your ego's in the way, you could go hungry. And so for me, I had to put ego and put what people may say in the traditional sense of, we can't come together, we can't work together, two people in the same, doing the same thing, you're gonna be fighting for customers. But if you look, it's just like the guy at the beauty shop said down the street, it's 5 Asian beauty supplies up on the same street, and maybe 5 or 6 chicken places or hamburger places, and one's not concerned about the other. Both of them are doing business, right? So I felt like your expertise, more importantly, I was trying to really figure out about your integrity. And so because of I felt like you had integrity, that I could start pursuing the idea. Because for me, I think I look at things from a brand perspective. I also didn't want to be associated with somebody who could tarnish my brand and the reputation and the work that I've built in the community. And as a small business owner, I also didn't want to partner with someone that could potentially ruin what I'm trying to build. Right.
So, you bring up a good point. When I was thinking about partnering with you, it was your involvement in the community, what you've done in the past, and the way you go about that, the fact that you're an entrepreneur like me, you've been for several years, and you've run about 10 businesses, more than I do, but that was really important for me, and it was the integrity. We're both a little bit older than some of the people that joined at the same time, so it was more of a calming to know that, hey, she knows what it takes to be successful, and she's involved in the community, and she's willing to teach and learn while I'm willing to teach and learn. That's the most important thing. You never stop learning, no matter what you know, and that was important.
Yeah, so we just want to do a really short video on hopefully getting you to rethink doing everything by yourself, because at the end of the day, if you're sick, you can't make money unless you have some passive income. If your business is solely relying on you to do the work, you can't grow. You can only grow with your growth is limited. So I think partnering with someone is something you should consider, but I also say do your research. You really want to make sure you know enough about the person, because you don't want your hard work to be taken down the drain. So we hope this inspires you. This will be the Cash Up Show. We'll report once a week and share some information. If you have questions, it won't just be about taxes, it'll be about community, it'll be about business, it'll be about life. I'm a single mother. Cash is
I'm married
and
I
has
have a child, a son.
He has a son, and I have a daughter. So we'll talk about life stuff, and hopefully some of this information will help you and inspire you. You'll share within the community. So we look forward to seeing you on the Cash Up Show.
And remember, with this show right here, having 50% of something is better than having 100% of nothing.
Right.
That's the whole key.
Absolutely. Thank you. You all have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You're good.
No, you gotta wait.